Women experienced the colonial era differently than men did, and this is particularly true in Africa. Before colonization, women were primarily farmers. Women planted, they harvested, they prepared food, and they were the first ones responsible for raising children. Men cleared land for agriculture, they built houses, they herded cattle, and sometimes helped out with the farming. But women were expected to feed their families, and women tended their own plots of land. Now, in colonies where it was popular to grow cash crops, men typically stopped participating in the growing of subsistence food and put all their energies towards producing food for export. So, across African societies, men insisted on participating in the cash crop economy, and the effect of this on women is that they had a significantly higher workload because they became more responsible for growing the food that people actually ate. A study done in Cameroon estimated that women went from working 46 hours per week prior to colonization to over 70 hours per week by 1934. So, in the previous section of the podcast, I talked a little bit about the migration of people. The people that were migrating to plantations or mines or cities were almost entirely men, and in most cases, wives were left to manage the home by themselves. The effect of this on African women is that they had to take over many jobs that were typically associated with the man, breaking ground for agriculture, milking cows, supervising herds, all on top of their normal responsibilities. In South Africa, for example, about half the men migrated from rural areas to work in cities and mines or in plantations. Women were primarily the heads of the majority of the households. In Botswana, most men left periodically to go work in South Africa, and married couples rarely lived together. So, in many cases, husbands and wives really lived in two different worlds. Women lived in the more traditional village lifestyle. They grew food for subsistence, but with a lot more work on their plate than before. And men were more focused on cities and wage labor.